Hi students, good morning to you all. This is Radhakrishna. So in previous classes we have discussed about the classification of S block elements and properties of alkali metals and introduction of second A group elements, that is alkaline earth metals, and their electronic configuration, occurrence, and some of the physical properties of alkaline earth metals are discussed in previous classes. Now in this video I am going to discuss about the some other physical properties in alkaline earth metals which are very important. So they are some other physical properties, so which are ionization energy. A second one is and third one is so in this class we are going to discuss about the ionization energy, hydration energy, flame test, density, reducing property, photoelectric effect of second A group elements, that is alkaline earth metals. Okay, so in previous classes we are going to discuss about the atomics and ionic size, their physical state and melting and boiling points, and also softness of alkaline earth metals. But now some other important points we are going to discuss about that ionization energy, hydration energy, flame test, density, reducing properties, and photoelectric effect. All these concepts are discussed in this video. Now coming to the first topic, ionization energy of alkaline earth metals. Ionization energy of alkaline earth metals. We already know that the definition of ionization energy in classification of periodic table. So again I am repeating the definition of ionization energy: the minimum amount of energy which is required to remove an electron from outermost orbital. Okay, the minimum amount of energy which is required to remove an electron from outermost orbit is called ionization energy. So in case of alkaline earth metals, so the ionization energy is decreased or increased, or compared with alkali metals, what is happening we are discussing in this concept. So coming to the ionization energy of alkaline earth metals. Okay, so when compared with alkali metals, okay, so these elements are having small size and high nuclear charge, small size and high nuclear charge. Okay, when compared with alkali metals, these alkaline earth metals having small size and high nuclear charge. That's why the ionization energy of alkaline earth metals is high when compared with alkali metals because of the small size and high nuclear charge density on alkali earth metals. So these are having high ionization values because of the small size and high nuclear charge. There is a removing of electron from the outermost orbital is difficult. So that's why more energy is required to remove an electron from the outermost orbit. That's why the ionization energy is very high. So when coming to the alkaline earth metals, when coming to the alkaline earth metals, on moving down the group, so beryllium to barium, on moving down the group from beryllium to barium, the ionization value okay. So from in case of alkaline earth metals, on moving down the group from beryllium to barium, the ionization energy values are decreases because of the increasing of size. So we are already know that ionization energy is inversely proportional to the atomic size. We already know that ionization energy value is inversely proportional to the atomic size. So when atomic size increases, then ionization value is decreases. So if the atomic size increases, then so the nuclear force of attraction on outermost orbitals should be decreases. Then so there is a minimum, very less amount of energy is required to remove an electron. That's why the ionization energy is decreases. We already know that in periods from left to right, the ionization energy value increases. In groups from top to bottom, so the ionization value is decreases because of the increasing of the size. Okay, so the order for IE of alkaline earth metals, the order for the ionization energy of alkaline earth metals is given by, so beryllium, which is greater than magnesium, which is greater than calcium, which is greater than strontium, which is greater than barium. This is the decreasing order of ionization energy value. Initially beryllium has highest ionization value in alkaline earth metals, so which is greater than magnesium, which is greater than calcium, which is greater than strontium, which is greater than barium. Okay, so this is the decreasing order of alkaline earth metals, so in case of ionization energy. Okay, coming to the next point, alkaline earth metals shows M+2 state. We are already discussed in previous classes. Alkaline earth metals forms divalent ions. Okay, why? What is the reason behind the formation of divalent ions? We are already discussing the reasons. Okay, so there is a presence of 2s electrons and high hydration energy and low value of ionization energy. We are already discussing that. So here, so the IE2 value of when compared with alkali metals. Okay, so the second ionization value of alkaline earth metals is very low when compared with alkali metals. So I am give the explanation. So suppose I am taking sodium, so its atomic number is 11. Suppose if one electron is removed from the outermost electron, that is called first ionization energy value. If two electrons are removed from the outermost orbital, then it is called second ionization value. So sodium has 11 electrons. If one electron is removed, then it form Na plus, which is have 10 electrons. So this is the neon configuration, that is noble gas configuration. In nature, every element is ready to possess noble gas configuration because of the stability purpose. That's why compounds are formed. Okay, so that means so Na plus ion can form Na can form Na plus ion. So by losing one electron, so that is 10 electrons. So neon configuration, which is more stable. Suppose I am going to remove another electron, that is Na plus 2. That is which have 9 electrons. It is not possible because neon is highly stable compound. That's why by the removing of electron from the neon is not possible. That's why so alkali metals are always forming only M plus 1 ions. The second ionization value of alkaline earth metals is very high. Very high. Okay, now coming to the alkaline earth metals. I am going to take an example, magnesium. So magnesium has 12 electrons. In its atomic state. So now coming to the, I am going to remove an electron from the magnesium, that is Mg plus. So then it has 11 electron, which is have the sodium configuration. That is IE1. It is IE1. Now coming to the, I am going to take another electron from magnesium. It is 10 electrons, which is neon. That is IE2. So in this purpose, so first of all we are going to remove an electron from magnesium. It forms sodium. And coming to the next, if you remove another electron from the magnesium, it forms M plus 2 ion, which is having neon configuration. So that is IE2. So when compared with those alkali metals and alkaline earth metals, the ionization energy value of first alkali metals and alkaline earth metals, this ionization energy is very low because formation of noble gas configuration. That's why the IE2 value of alkaline earth metals is very low when compared with alkali metals. So that's why it is formed M plus 2 divalent ions. That is M plus 2. So they are stable. Alkaline earth metals are stable in case of M plus 2 state, not M1 plus. So these elements does not forming M plus state. Does not forming M plus 1 state because of the stability purpose. So they are always forming M plus 2 state, so which is having the neon configuration. Okay, so this is about ionization energy. Now coming to the next topic, hydration energy of alkali metals. We already know that the hydration energy definition, the energy which is released when 1 mole of element is undergo hydration. Hydration means addition of water molecules takes place. So the amount of energy which is released when 1 mole of compound undergo hydration. Okay, coming to the hydration energy of alkaline earth metals. Okay, so these elements having high hydration energy when compared with alkali metals. Okay, so this is due to, what is the reason? Small size, and second one, high charge. High charge density. We already know that so hydration energy is directly proportional to charge density and inversely proportional to the ionic size. Okay, this hydration energy is directly proportional to the charge density and inversely proportional to the atomic or ionic size. Atomic or ionic size. Okay, so now coming to this alkaline earth metals, on moving down the group, beryllium to barium, the hydration energy is decreases is decreases because of increasing in size. We are already know that atomic radii and ionic radii, which is nothing but atomic size and ionic size, on moving down the group, the atomic and ionic size is increases. Now coming to the alkaline earth metals, on moving down the group from beryllium to barium, the hydration energy value decreases because of the increasing in the size of the alkaline earth metals. That's why the hydration energy value is decreases. Now the order. Now the hard order for hydration. Now order for hydration of alkaline earth metals is, so beryllium plus 2, which is having high hydration energy, so followed by magnesium, which is followed by calcium, so which is followed by strontium, which is followed by barium, so beryllium 2 plus greater than magnesium, 2 plus greater than calcium, which is greater than strontium, which is greater than barium. This is the hydration energy values order for the alkaline earth metals. So again I am repeating that the elements, these elements having high hydration value when compared with alkali metals. I am going to take an example to prove this. Okay, so we are already know that MgCl2 and CaCl2, and CaCl2, magnesium chloride and calcium chloride, so which are exist as MgCl2 6H2O and CaCl2 6H2O. Okay, so MgCl2 6H2O, CaCl2 6H2O. These two compounds are exist in the hydrated states. Now coming to the respective alkali metals. So the respective alkali metal for the magnesium is sodium, and the respective alkali metal for calcium is potassium. Now we are taking the chlorides of sodium and potassium, that is KCl and NaCl. These two compounds so does not form hydrates. These two compounds does not form hydrates. When we are taking water molecules and add NaCl and KCl, those compounds are dissolved in the water. But when we are adding magnesium chloride and calcium chloride to the water, so then those are form hydrated forms. Those are exist in hydrated forms. That's why the hydration energy value of alkaline earth metals is very high when compared with alkali metals. Okay, so now on moving down the group from beryllium to barium, the hydration energy value is decreases because of the increasing in the size. So the order for the hydration is beryllium plus 2, which is greater than magnesium plus 2, which is greater than calcium plus 2, which is greater than strontium, so which is greater than barium. So this is about hydration energy of alkaline earth metals. Now coming to the next physical property, flame test. Okay, so these elements These elements can be detected by using flame test. By using flame test. So when alkaline earth metals are introduced into the flame, they show some characteristic colors to the flame. Characteristic color to the flame. So actually, in alkaline earth metals, so beryllium and magnesium does not form. Okay, so beryllium and magnesium does not show any color to the flame. Why? What is the reason magnesium and beryllium does not forms color to the flame? So because okay, so the flame energy generally in flame test when the element either alkali metals or alkaline earth metals when introduced into the flame, this flame energy can excite the electrons, valence electrons which are present in that element and goes to the excited state. So in excited state that element is unstable, that electron is unstable and readily comes to the ground state by releasing energy. This energy is in the visible region. That's why we are observing the color of the flame. We are observing the color of the flame. But in case of beryllium and magnesium, so the flame energy is not sufficient for the excitation of valence electrons. For the excitation of valence electrons, because of their small size. Due to the small size, so there is a increasing in the nuclear charge. That's why the electrons are highly attracted by nucleus. That's why the excitation is not possible. So beryllium and magnesium does not shows to the color to the flame, and remaining metals are shows color to the flame. Okay, so now I am writing the different colors of alkali earth metals towards flame. Okay, so beryllium and magnesium no color. Beryllium and magnesium no color. So now calcium is brick red color. Calcium is brick red color. Now calcium strontium is crimson red color. And barium is apple green color. There is a radium is also there. So radium is also shows some color to the flame, that is ceramic color, ceramine color. So these are the colors of alkaline earth metals when treated with flame. Beryllium and magnesium does not show color to the flame because of the energies, that flame energy is not sufficient for the excitation of valence electrons in case of beryllium and magnesium. So due to their small size, due to their small size. And coming to the calcium, it shows brick red color, and strontium crimson red color, and barium apple green color, and last one radium. So radium shows ceramine color to the flame. This is about flame test in case of alkaline earth metals. Now coming to the next property, density of alkaline earth metals. So we already know that these are lighter metals, and on moving down the group, the density beryllium to calcium. The densities decreases from beryllium to calcium, which are increases after that. So after that means so strontium and barium. Okay, so next why? What is the reason to decrease in the densities? Okay, so coming to the decrease in the densities, magnesium and calcium, the decrease in the density from beryllium to calcium is due to the loose packing of atoms in the solid lattice. Then the densities of magnesium and calcium are decreased when compared with beryllium. So in calcium, there is a sudden increase in the size due to the size of the calcium due to the presence of vacant d orbitals. So calcium has high size. Then density is low. We already know that density is inversely proportional to the size. Okay, so that's why calcium has a low size. So the order of the density is density order. Calcium has a low density, so followed by magnesium, followed by beryllium, which is followed by strontium, which is followed by barium. Again I am repeating that. So generally alkaline earth metals are lighter particles, lighter elements. Okay, on moving down the group, okay, the densities are decreases from beryllium to calcium which is further increases, which is further increases. So why? What is the reason present to decrease in the densities from beryllium to calcium? Because of the beryllium to calcium, so due to the loose packing of atoms in the solid lattice of calcium and magnesium, that's why the densities are decreases. So coming to the calcium, in case of calcium, there is a presence of vacant d orbitals takes place. There is a presence of vacant d orbitals takes place. That's why the size of the calcium increases. The size of the calcium increases. Then the density is decreases. Then the density is decreases. So density is inversely proportional to the size. So that's why if the size increases, then density should be decreases. So that's why calcium has low density. Calcium has low density. The density order for the alkaline earth metals is initially calcium has low density, so which is followed by magnesium, which is followed by beryllium, and followed by strontium and barium. This is the densities of alkaline earth metals. Now coming to the next topic, reducing property of alkaline earth metals. Reducing property of alkaline earth metals. So these elements having low oxidation potential values due to small size. Due to small size, these elements are having low oxidation potentials. So that's why the reducing property when compared with alkali metals should be decreases. So these are having these are acts as reducing agents, but when compared with alkali metals, the density, the reducing property is low. The reducing property is low. So, but alkali metals have high hydration energy. But alkali metals have high oxidation potential values. That's why they are acts as good reducing agents. But in case of alkaline earth metals, they are also acts as reducing agents. But when compared with alkali metals, these are low reducing agents. These are low reducing agents. So the order of reducing property in either aqueous medium or gaseous or molten medium. In case of alkali metals, there is a difference in the reducing property of alkali metals in case of aqueous solutions as well as gaseous or molten states. But now coming to the alkali earth metals, so either aqueous solution or gaseous medium or molten medium, whatever it may be the medium, the reducing property is same. That is beryllium 2 plus, which is less than magnesium 2 plus, which is less than calcium 2 plus, which is less than strontium 2 plus, which is less than barium 2 plus. This is the reducing property order for the alkali earth metals in case of aqueous solution or molten solution. Beryllium 2 plus is less than magnesium 2 plus is less than calcium 2 plus is less than strontium, which is less than barium. That means on moving down the group, that means on moving down the group from beryllium to barium, the reducing property, the reducing property increases, the reducing property increases either in aqueous medium or in gaseous medium. Okay, so this is about the reducing properties of alkaline earth metals. Now the last physical property in case of alkaline earth metals is photoelectric effect. Photoelectric effect. Before going to the photoelectric effect, we are going to discuss about the definition of photoelectric effect. So this is the surface of the metal. When light radiation is irradiated on the surface of the metal, light radiation is irradiated on the surface of the metal, then electrons are coming out, that is electrons are ejected, electrons are ejected. So this process is called photoelectric effect. The electrons which are ejected are called photoelectrons. When the light radiation is irradiated on the surface of the metal surface and the electrons are ejected, this process is called photoelectric effect, and the electrons are called photoelectrons. But in case of alkaline earth metals, alkaline earth metals do not show photoelectric effect. Why? What is the reasons? Because of small size, high nuclear charge, high ionization values. Because of small size, high nuclear charge and high ionization value. Okay, so due to these reasons, alkaline earth metals are not forming, not shows photoelectric effect. So due to the small size and high nuclear charge, the electrons which are present in the valency orbital are highly attracted by the nucleus, highly attracted by the nucleus. So more energy is required to remove the electrons from the outer orbitals. So when the light radiation is irradiated, so more amount of energy is required to remove the valency electrons. So that's why these elements not show photoelectric effect. Alkaline earth metals are not shows photoelectric effect because of small size, high nuclear charge and high ionization energy. But alkali metals shows photoelectric effect because of the large size, so low nuclear charge and high ionization value, low ionization value. So alkali metals forms photoelectric effect, but alkaline earth metals does not show photoelectric effect. So this is about the photoelectric effect in case of alkaline earth metals. So these are the physical properties which are discussed in this video. So ionization energy, hydration energy, flame test, density, reducing properties and photoelectric effect. I hope all are understanding the physical properties of alkaline earth metals, and you are just to remember the orders by practicing the orders, either increasing or decreasing orders we are giving in the video, and remember those orders. Those orders are very important, and these orders are giving in the competitive exams like IIT and MCET. Okay, I hope everyone is understanding the concept. Thank you to everyone.